Hello and welcome back to Ronin's Den. This is Eric, and today we are going to wrap up our look at the available player character species in the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition Player's Handbook. This, as you know, is a companion series to our Night Below campaign. As always with this video, we're not going to be getting into the lore of these characters because the lore doesn't matter. It all depends on what campaign setting you're playing and if you're homebrewing anything. So what we're going to focus on is purely the mechanics. When it comes to these two species, we're going to start with humans. When it comes to ability score adjustments, there are none. As a human, you just get your base rolls. So hopefully you like the rolls that you got. Now, humans do get one pretty nice advantage, and that is they can choose to be a member of any class, and they can reach any level in that class. Humans are also the only species in 2nd edition that is able to become a paladin when you're using just the player's handbook. There's another species known as Saurials in the Complete Humanoids Handbook that can become paladins as well, but we're not talking about them in this video. Okay, moving over to the half-elf. The half-elf, like the human, does not get any ability score adjustments. Your rolls are your rolls. Now, this may change depending on if you're using a specific campaign setting, but in the player's handbook, you just get your base rolls. Half-elves get a diverse amount of classes that they can choose from. Starting with the bard, they can reach any level possible within your campaign world. Half-elves are the only other species that has an unlimited amount of levels they can gain in any class. They're just limited to the bard in this regard, but bard is an amazing class in 2nd edition. They can also become clerics and level up to 14th level. 9th level as druids, 14th level as fighters, 12th level as mages, 16th level as a ranger, and 12th level as a thief. Half-elves can also multi-class quite a bit. Those multi-class options being fighter cleric or druid, fighter thief, fighter mage, cleric or druid ranger, cleric or druid mage, thief mage, fighter mage cleric, or druid. So where cleric is an option with half-elves, you can instead choose to become a druid in that multi-class option as well. Now, humans cannot multi-class in 2nd edition. They do have another option available to them, which is unique to humans. This is known as dual classing. If you're coming from 5th edition, dual classing is going to look a lot more familiar to you than the multi-classing does. So multi-classing in 2nd edition, you advance all of your classes simultaneously. So you take however much experience you get and you divide that evenly amongst your classes. So you can be a 1st level fighter, 2nd level mage, 3rd level priest, for instance. Humans, on the other hand, don't do that with dual classing. What a human can do is they decide to advance to a certain amount of levels in their first class. They then decide that they no longer ever want to advance in that class again. So if they meet the ability score requirements necessary for dual classing, which we will be doing a video just on multi-classing and dual classing here shortly, but if they meet the requirements for that, they can then move into a different class. And then they start advancing in that class from level 1. There are restrictions on whether or not they can use the abilities from their previous class without incurring some kind of penalty while leveling the new one, but we'll get into the particulars of dual classing in our multi-classing and dual classing videos. Moving on, though, half-elves also get some abilities that are pretty similar to a full elf. So half-elves also have a resistance to sleep and charm. However, it is only 30%. They do still get the saving throw, though, if their resistance roll fails. Half-elves have infravision up to 60 feet in darkness. and they have the same ability to detect secret doors and concealed doors. So just merely walking within 10 feet of a secret door, they roll a 1 on a d6, and if it comes up as a 1, they spot the secret door. If they are searching for it, they're actively searching the room for hidden doors, there is a 1 in 3 chance of spotting that secret door. So I'm looking for a secret door in the room. Go ahead, roll your d6. If successful, you find the secret door. And then they have a 1 in 2 chance of locating a concealed door. So roll a 1, 2, or a 1 or a 2 on a d6, and you spot the concealed door. And that is what you get for playing a human or a half-elf in 2nd edition. The next videos we do are going to be looking at the individual classes, starting with the warrior group and going all the way through the rogue group. We'll talk a bit about multi-classing as well in a dedicated video there. But if you liked this video and it was helpful for you, please go ahead, give us that like and subscribe. It helps us grow the channel. As always, we are running our Welcome to Cappy Terra game. This is bi-weekly. We release that every other Saturday. We're going to be getting back into our learning and how to play and GM Fabula Ultima, looking at more of the classes available in the supplemental Atlas books. We're going to be starting with the High Fantasy Atlas. And then we are working with Levi Davis, the author of the Legends of Kralis tabletop role-playing game, and we're going to be doing a series like this for that game, and we might be starting up a campaign for it as well. So, as always, this is Eric. I'm glad that you were here, and we will talk to you next time.